I just blocked the punt. I was Malik Hooker
Whoever that is.
for the Colts. Number 29.
29.
Here we go. Squeeze block. Oh, the ball, I didn't even have to do anything. I got away from my blocker, and wow, he kicked it right into my stomach. Right into my stomach, and it just went right into my hands. Looks like it touched my thigh and went into my hands. No. I grabbed it and went in for the touchdown. Wow. Let's watch that in full speed.
Watch that at full speed. And now slow. And now fast. And now slow again.
Boom! Oh, yes. You should see that, Tristan. You should click on my stream.
Well, I'm busy.
Turned into 6 points.
That was awesome. Good score for the defense.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after.
You mean special teams.
Yeah, sorry.
Vinatieri
But I consider that defense.
Forgiven.
No, because it's still 4th down and it's defense. But it is sort of special teams.
I'm almost done editing the video, bro. It's like, it's not like it's the best video, but it was pretty funny watching us throw the ball, and it hit the thing. And then when I threw the ball and it hit the water, and I was like, what was that? What did I hit? You hit the water, and I'm like, and then your dad called because he was like, what the F was that? Because you hit the fan. Yeah, you remember? After you hit the fan when we were throwing the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why is he calling? You would think he would like say something next and not call you. I guess it's just like, I don't want to go up bumping the folding.
Oh, I just did a hit stick tackle and they fumbled the ball and I just got it. Oh my gosh. Steelers are misfiring like crazy. Huh?
It depends on what the difficulty is.
It's on Pro Simulation. It's what I've been playing on all the time. And the one that I played on with the 52-50 loss and the 48, whatever that was.
I don't care, it's nothing to brag on if you play all pro simulation.
Well, this is good for me, so I am happy. I'm playing on the same.
It sounds like you're getting very, very winnable games, like a blocked punt that it sounded like you caught the punt. Like, that don't ever happen, like, that would...
I just blocked the punt. Oh, and I just got sacked as well. That was a huge sack. Went from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 18. 17 yards lost. That's awesome.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
Oh man, see my offense is not doing well at all. It's been my defensive special team.
It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away.
Oh, why did I decide to run it on 3rd and 19 with Andrew Luck?
I don't know.
Oh,
that sounded weird. I'm gonna run the ball at the last second so I can see if he gets hurt.
But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down. Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there.
47-yarder and no good. He went for a 45.
Or was it inaccurate?
It was just short. It was just short.
Oh.
A little more.
It sounded like you didn't get enough green on it.
But guess what? They made a 62-yard field goal. Oh man. How did they make a 62-yarder and I can't make a 45-yarder?
Because that's just how well, you can change the settings on field goals. Like, it's like on 50, I think. You can change it to make it like really, really like easy to make field goals.
I mean, it is so hard to make field goals on this game.
You can change the settings where you can have field goals like on 100, where you could probably make like 60 or even 70-yard field goals. Or just be just accurate enough. I think I've done it before, and it makes field goal kicking like
awesome.
It does make it easier, but it's kind of cheating a little bit.
Well, yeah.
As long as you don't go like overly high on it, like maybe make it like 65 or 70, not like 90 or 100.
99. 99. No. 4th and 1. Let's see if I can block another punt. If I can block another punt, this will be.
The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Oh, and I have it at my own 18. That's great.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Colts will go on
This is an
offense
exciting
here,
game,
1st and 10.
bro.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing.
I'm so glad that I was up today. I would be in hell if I were today.
Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing.
Oh, that's what Andrew Luck did in the playoff. He just threw it and he got it blocked. Bedded down. That's what he did all against the Chiefs. That's what
I told you,
happened.
man, in the playoffs, Luck is not bad.
Yeah, in the playoffs, Luck is good. Because he forces balls that he shouldn't force.
Yeah, you think
Forces
maybe he's
it
not
deep
their guy.
downfield. Here we go. One. He goes
I wonder if they're
to,
gonna be contemplating if he's not their guy anymore.
no. They're predicted to win the Super Bowl next year.
Oh my god. Make me laugh. Too tired of laughing, too like pissed off doing me laugh, so I can't even this.
Eric Ebron for the touchdown. I mean for the score. I mean for the first down.
First down, touchdown,
First down, touchdown, 49 yards.
Pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm.
You guys asked me if you listen to
Nice.
this song or was he talking to someone else?
He just did the salsa.
He's
doing something.
Something. It's inappropriate, I can't explain it.
17-3.
And when you're able to complete one like that,
Thank
your confidence
you.
has to just go sky high. You just mentioned
Where people do methane on it, or methane, it's just called meth.
Let me go ahead and show my
I
age a
started
little
watching
bit.
Infinity War last
I
night.
liked it when they would fake it from the
And,
3-yard
cool.
line, right? When you'd line up, go
It was
ahead,
good.
and there's
And
a
I was so
fake,
mad
and
about
he's gonna get to it.
Loki.
That's great. But from the 15,
I hated it.
the risk
Where the fuck is
reward,
methane
it's just not
flush?
there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Oh, how is that not a pick?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across.
I have two of the best linebackers in the NFL right now
17 yards
in my league, and I can't
Never
even.
make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine
Oh, that was a
quickness and
terrible
speed,
thrown ball,
and they
Ben.
catch a
That
lot of
was
footballs as we just saw
the
there.
Colts
And now a throw
sideline.
on first down there, but it's
That was
incomplete.
great.
Some of the fans here
Frank
don't
Wright,
seem
why
too
didn't he
happy
catch
about
that
what
ball,
we've
damn
seen
it?
in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more.
Oh.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh, fuck. Juju Smith-Schuster for the touchdown. Yay. That's dumb.
58 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky
Oh,
country.
fucking
Any
course.
speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I
Oh,
wasn't the
fucking
one trying to chase him.
This is taken to the 13.
Of course they scored a 58-yard touchdown. By Juju Smith-Schuster, you know?
Well, you know what? He's gonna do that.
Because he's your new guy because Antonio Brown's not going to be a Steeler anymore.
Well, fuck him. If he wants out and be a pouty bitch, well, of course, he's also a fucking Pittsburgh fan. You know what? Just fuck Pittsburgh in general. You know, we're done.
Who are you
They're
rooting
gonna
for?
be their own undoing.
Who are you rooting for then?
No one. I'll just watch the watch for that.
You're gonna root
I'll
for
just focus on NBA. I'll just watch NBA.
And the Lakers that are 500?
Yeah, we also fucking suck around. I think because why they played beyond so shitty that game, because I think the players that played beyond shitty knew they were being traded because they're trying to get that fucking Anthony Davis. In my opinion, they're doing this way too early because they're going to fork over so much for him. They're not going to have that much left getting Anthony. Like, Anthony's just going to make up for the players that they're going to lose, and they're going to be back at square one. They're going to win the same amount of games with or without him. I don't know if they'll even get in the playoffs with him. Not that LA don't care, especially like Matt Johnson's making these deals. But thinking, hey man, at least we got Anthony Davis now, and for at least next season, at least a 2-year deal. So we're locked in with him. So we'll build on this next season and then build around it. This season, I don't care. We're already a disappointment.
So is Anthony Davis good or something?
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be good at... they're going to fork over too much for him. Because New Orleans is going to want everything from LA, outside of LeBron, for Anthony. And I just don't think it's worth it right now. I think you got to tough it out and keep the players you got. They're not even healthy. We still don't have Lonzo Ball healthy. LeBron's still rusty. He ain't fully back into his basketball shape yet of having to feel for the game yet. Like, he still shows rusty. Like, he's still not there yet. So... once he gets back into his, I don't know, I'm fucking Christ. Just, I can't speak right now.
You're speechless.
Jesus Christ. They don't need to fucking pull the trigger on Anthony Davis. That's just them giving up and just doing what everyone else thinks it's obvious and what they know what they're gonna do. Oh, they're gonna try to get Anthony Davis. Everyone knows it.
So they have not. They haven't gotten him.
It's not gonna improve the team at all, my opinion.
They haven't gotten him yet.
The 7th is the trade deadline, and I'll probably might be the. If they do get him, that'll be the day when they do it. Might do it today because today's the 6th. They might do it a day earlier. They might do it the day of the trade deadline.
Have they talked about it or something?
This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, obviously.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he's got Rodgers. And he doesn't quite make it.
But New Orleans ain't going to be like, oh, we're not going to just fork them over for nothing. We're going to want everything that we ask for. And if we don't get everything exactly how we want it, we're not forking him over. No, it's going to be like, all right, fine, we'll fork everything over for him. It's just stupid. Like, I wish they could get him for like nothing. Or maybe just lose a couple of draft picks. Or maybe a player or two that I can see going like that Contavious guy, the guy that rarely makes threes anymore because he's so unbelievably inconsistent. I don't mind seeing him gone, and I mean, like, they just they were clicking so well before he went down. So clearly this team has potential. Once he went down and they were trying to win games without LeBron, that's when everyone was thinking, oh my god, this LA team's beyond shit, they can't win without LeBron. But just get LeBron back in the fucking rotation. They'll be fine.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, and
give him time.
6 points.
Touchdown.
They don't want time. They're gonna get Anthony Davis right now. They're gonna get rid of 5, 6 players at least and a few draft picks, like first rounders, not just any draft picks. They're gonna give up first rounders. They're gonna get rid of all their best draft picks they have left and 6 players at least. And there's going to be a few of them that LA don't want to fork over and they'd rather keep, but they're going to be like, well, if we want anything, we got to be able to make sacrifices. Well, good luck, you're not making playoffs if you do that. Actually, they're like in a tense spot right now in the rankings in the West, which means they're 2 spots out of the playoffs. And I don't think Anthony Davis is going to make them that much better because they're going to lose so much. There's going to be LeBron and Anthony Davis. And this is the first time they're linking up together, so it's not like it's going to guarantee LeBron and Anthony Davis. They're going to go on this unbelievable tear. They're both going to be averaging so many points. LeBron's going to get half his assists on Anthony. Anthony's going to be making threes, going to be posting up, doing his thing, rebounding, blocking, whatever. We don't know that. They've never tuned up. So, let's just assuming they're going to do well. And that's that bad. Just to assume. They think, oh, this is just going to work out. No problem at all. but they're going to fork over everything. It's not worth it. I think they got to tough it out and keep what they got now. And if they can get in the playoffs, once they get healthy and LeBron gets back into his regular self, I think in the long run they'll just get in the playoffs. But the unfortunate thing is they may play Golden State in the first round. If they don't, I think they can get somewhat deep in the playoffs. Maybe before they have to face someone like Golden State. Because as long as LeBron's healthy, if they were able to get in the playoffs, I don't think they could beat anyone in the playoffs, no matter what. Maybe the Thunder I think the Thunder will obviously cover grade 5. That's the team also I'm concerned about. Houston, no, they're like the one-man show. James Harden just fighting for stats, fighting for MVP award. That's all he cares about. He don't care about winning. As long as he gets to 30 points, games in a row, stats, let him have it. They'll get in the playoffs, but they'll lose in the first round. Because Chris Paul can't stay healthy anymore. He needs to retire. Like Chris Paul, he's a great point guard, but he needs to retire. He's never going to get a ring. They blew it last season when they shot 27 straight threes. He's not going to get a ring. And he can't stay healthy, so just retire. Retire the senior, Dwayne Wade's going to retire. Let's be gone. Just hurting yourself and you're hurting your team. That continually is you're disappointing them of not showing up. Harden don't mind, he gets to have more stats. He gets to shoot more. So it's the Thunder and the Warriors I'm concerned about. Even though LA does match up well with the Thunder, because they've been able to beat the Thunder when they didn't have LeBron. Both times they played the Thunder twice when LeBron was out, and both times games were close. And they beat them the second time around in overtime on the Thunder's floor. So they clearly match up well with the Thunder. So with LeBron healthy, they'll still put up a great fight. I don't want to say they'll guarantee beat the Thunder. It'll be definitely a great series.
That's if they get in the playoffs.
That's dude, I'm not saying they're gonna fucking guarantee make it. If they trade for Anthony Davis, they definitely won't make the playoffs because they're just not. They're giving up if they get Anthony Davis. They don't get him because it's not just because you're going to get rid of so many players that's already been at LA for a while, and whatever few remaining Lakers are left, and then you throw in Anthony Davis, how do you think they're all going to click? Where's the chemistry? Where's the familiarity? Where's their identity? They're not going to have it. So that's why they won't make the playoffs, and they're clearly saying we're not going to win anything this year. So if they get Anthony Davis, they're clearly working on for next season already.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to
well,
just kick the extra point winds up successful.
If Magic Johnson is smart, he don't pull the trigger yet.
And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
If he's smart.
Who would he be like in the NFL? Name somebody, like on the same level. Would that be like an Antonio Brown? Would that be like an Antonio Brown, or would that be like the Anthony guy?
Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for
I'm just saying as far as the
like
name.
He's clearly I'll say he's probably one of the best players in the world. He's probably the best at the power forward position. He actually probably plays anymore mostly center since he's a 7-footer, but he's probably mostly listed as a power forward. And if he did come to LA, he would be at the 4 because LA's got they do have 7-footers at the center. They got Zubac, who I think is 7 foot, JaVale McGee's 7'2", Tyson Chandler is at least 7 foot, 7'1". So he'd be at the power forward, and that's usually what his position is.
So would he be like a Curtis Painter or an Antonio Brown?
Oh, for fuck's sake, ain't no goddamn Curtis Painter.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
He's probably the best. I'll say he's probably the best at his position at the 4. I just don't think it's just going to be enough. I don't think they'll get better because they're going to lose so much in the trade. He's just going to barely make up for what they lost in the trade. What they're going to have to fork over just to get it. That's my beef with this trade.
That's how do you know they're going to lose
it won't work. At least for this season, it won't work. They'll build on to next season. You can't do that. LeBron's in his 16th season. He's going to go into his 17th season next year. He's only getting older. He ain't getting any better. So they got to think, we need to somewhat think, try to win now this year. And still, we can't just waste the freaking year. Can't waste the season.
That one goes for 36
Yeah,
yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights.
That's not winning mentality, and I'm not taking this team serious if they're thinking, oh, it's just Anthony Davis, we'll build our next season. That's mother effing quitting mentality. You're not trying to win. No winner's mentality.
Damn!
And I'm like, you're a freaking joke, Magic. It's all you are. You're a freaking joke.
No, if they get him, they could probably make it in play. I'm not going to get rid of everybody.
Oh, they're going to get rid of like half the team at least, that's for sure. And draft picks. I've already seen who they're willing to give up, and like Lonzo's in it. Wait a minute,
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half.
So I saw players like okay, Lonzo Ball was in it, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Zubac.
Like
Lance
Chewbacca.
Stevenson, that's 5 already there. I saw him there. I don't know if there's anyone else. It's already 5 players. I said 5 to 6. I don't know if there's anyone else. I think, yeah, they're wanting to keep Rondo. So I think those were the 5, and then like 2 or 3 first-round draft picks. And they weren't just regular first rounders; they're like high picks, like almost like the lottery pick players I usually get. So New Orleans wants everything that LA can afford to give up outside of LeBron and Rondo because they want him as one.
Damn.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third.
Do you think the Pacers are going to make the playoffs?
Feels like they're getting caught in between here.
With the record that they got now, they'll probably just barely get in. But if they do, they're not getting past the first round. I think everyone knows that. The team that they got, Liz Oladipo, they're not getting past the first round.
Shot taken on third down on
No,
they'll probably just barely get in, and they'll play someone like Toronto or Boston and get dumped in 5 or a scoop.
They might be stronger than you think.
Dude, they had one fucking game they went off, and a game where LA's players didn't try because maybe they did know they were getting traded, and that's probably why they played unbelievably shitty, because they didn't try because they knew they were being traded. So it all went Indiana's way.
A little bit more involved here. Second quarter, you're down.
Every little fucking thing.
I would agree with that.
That's why I'm primarily going to go to
We're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough.
Don't think like that.
Fork over. It's too much goddamn money. I don't want to fucking fork it over anymore. I'm done. Those $300 are on top of the money.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rodgers.
You can pay for my tickets next time, alright.
The 20, 10.
No. Next time I go to a game, you can pay for the tickets. And I'll pay for the food.
Maybe.
If you want to take me to a fucking basketball game.
I'm not taking you to a basketball game.
Well, they don't say, oh, don't say that, Tristan. You're going to pay for another game. No, I'm not.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Pittsburgh came here to
words
play.
my mouth.
Make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
You do it all the freaking time.
It goes both ways, Tristan.
Well, you fucking do it half the time, too. Don't make it sound like you don't ever do it.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time
Same here,
quickly
dude. I'm about to
fading
leave
here
the fucking
second
park to
quarter,
figure this
not
out.
sure how
Yeah.
Well, then do it.
offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Luck now to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Luck. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. It's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Matt. Oh, look at the juke. And now running right through it. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
Bullshit.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. This is Bell on the dump off.
Damn.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Hey. I hate Pittsburgh so much.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance
this
there
game
in the
is
passing game?
shifted.
Mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now it's Love. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
What kind of throw was that?
This is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is Cole.
Damn.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well, really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely, just that one pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart, started adding to it, and here we are today.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well. On 1st and 10, Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, 34 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT.
No defense.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell, responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that.
$417 to $342.
Stamp on top of everything. But
we gotta start getting pressure to Ben.
Sometimes
I believe that's key.
For other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
Okay.
First down past the 40. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the... And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it. Anyone who's here in the stadium, they've got to be having a blast, wondering who's going to score next and who's going to gain an advantage. The people who hate this,
the guys that play your old position, right?
My old position, anyone on defense, this is not a satisfying game for them, not at all.
Yeah, these offenses rolling. Off of play action. Luck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jay McClellan getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking deep for Hilton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, we know that someone has absolutely no fear. 4th down, they throw it downfield. That ball was competed for by both the defender and the guy catching it, and he comes down with it. Now they got 1st and goal. What a big-time play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Sutton now to return.
Okay.
Big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10.
Oh, my God. Seriously?
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny. But this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Cohen. And running with power here. He's still on his feet. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone.
Eric Ebron is great.
Indianapolis. Eric Ebron.
So I go for the win.
In the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Sutton now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it.
I dived just in time.
Receivers, and I don't just mean, you know, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going both phases. Let's see. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
Hold
I
him.
don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Oven is preheated for my chicken fries. Whoa, that was close. Oh god, they're all coming. Oh god. I'm gonna have to put this down. This is a horribly built freezer. Everything just wants to fall. Everything wants to fall at once. Where are the chicken fries? Nobody knows. Put that up before. You can see I have 549 yards, 6 touchdowns, almost 60% complete. That's great. I think Andrew Luck had his most attempts and most completions in his history.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field.
Okay.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending
Yeah,
coverage
run
at
this
him, keep
clock
trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run with Mack. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the air now with Locke. He's got it to Hilton. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They try again with Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now it's Locke. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The way he's throwing the football today,
what do I do
when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Vinatieri's kick is good.
Good. Whew.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th.
This is a tight game.
There is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game,
yes, I did. That's
what
I was.
Happens on this drive. That's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores,
I was trying to keep the ball, but I couldn't get a first down.
Manage the clock exactly right.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And there are the numbers.
It's all on my defense. Either score quickly or don't score.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the
my gosh.
In the second half.
Oh, man.
And a renewed determination.
Oh, my gosh.
On first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. This defense has watched their lead.
Oh, how did they not catch
that? They really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again.
Oh my gosh, how did you not get that either?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He takes it across.
Oh my God.
Touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
How many people are watching this one right here?
Come on.
Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and
Great
watch this one,
timeout.
because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of
Ooh,
this
this is
magnitude,
stressful.
even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium.
Oh, no!
Picked off near the 42, and he returns it into enemy territory.
Oh,
down
my.
the 45-yard line.
Oh.
I do know that Joe Hayden was used to winning a lot of games at the University of Florida. And when it comes time for a big play in a big situation, he wants to be that guy, and he just pulled it off.
Yeah, he pulled it off. Indeed, a huge interception to help put this game on
There's
ice.
no chance.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And the Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
This is where my season ends, right here.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the
That's
first.
where my season ends.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll
Andrew
just
Luck can
about
throw
do
for
it
529
Charles Davis.
fucking yards
I'm
and
Doug.
can't win the
You've been
game.
watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The
Fuck
Steelers
the
are winners
Steelers.
as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Fuck them.